These are the things my husband does that would put your average husband into a coma. First, he takes out the trash, okay? I've never even seen the inside of our trash can in 5 years. Number two, 3 times a week, he gives me screaming orgasms. Yeah, I don't like that trend. I find it really off-putting. And I think really what kind of turned me off to it the most was I saw Trisha Paytas do her version of it, and I like Trisha, don't get me wrong. But she was saying like, oh, things that my husband do that would put your husband into a coma. If I want a fast food window built in our house, he will build it for me. If I want like a fake Chick-fil-A in our house, he built it for me. If we want to go see Donny Osmond in Las Vegas, we fly out and we go see Donny Osmond. And I'm like, okay, but like Trisha, obviously he's able to do those things because you guys have a lot of wealth in your family, and like that's fine, that's great for you. And then that started making me think about like all the other people that I'm watching doing this trend, where I'm like, okay, well, what else am I missing? What am I not seeing in your relationship that allows for these like awesome things that your husband is doing to be done? Like maybe he works from home, maybe he works like certain hours that he allows him to like do all the laundry and the cooking and the cleaning, but like to expect other women to be like, oh, my husband doesn't do that because like your life is slightly different is just like a little weird. Another weird one that I saw was a woman being like, something that my husband does that would put your husband into a coma. He doesn't play video games. He doesn't play a single video game. And it's like, okay, well, my husband doesn't go fishing or golfing every weekend. Just because a man has a different hobby than your man doesn't make my man a bad man. When he puts those hobbies above his family, yeah, then there's an issue. That's not a flex to be like, my husband doesn't have a hobby that your husband does. Like, stop giving women and wives fake false flags to feel insecure about. Like, I understand that, like, we should be promoting, like, healthy relationships and setting better standards for ourselves, but when you're, like, flexing about normal things that your husband does for you and suggesting that, oh, this would make other women's husbands look like a piece of shit for, like, no reason, it kind of seems like you're centering men, like, a little too much. It kind of feels, like, very patriarchal. It rubs me the wrong way. It does, and, you know, there's perspective, and then there's, like, centering males too much type of thing. Both those things kind of bother me about this trend. Anyway, here's something that I did to a box of wine that would send you into a coma. One time, I was chugging like 3 or 4 glasses probably from a bag while spanking it, and it was being held by a guy who was dressed like Jesus, and he was going, my blood, my blood, my blood, at a music festival on Memorial Weekend, like, I don't know, 4 or 5, like maybe like 6 years ago.